We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the Washington Redskins. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9?
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Throwing on first down. Rose. And some room to maneuver. There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown Falcons.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
Oh, you mean with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue, just make sure you feed me the football? And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Looking to throw. Rose. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Green 39! Green 39!
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rose. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the rookie Terrell Edmonds. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
the ground. This is Jalen Richard. And he gets it down to the 32. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Now the former Oregon man, this is Kenyon Barner. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Now they'll throw it with Ryan. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Going back to Moore. This time he's got him complete. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. First and 10 at the 19.
Hey, wait. Let me go.
Now it's Ryan. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. They'll step aside. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
Detroit! Over!
Now back to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Matt Ioannidis in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That sacks on back-to-back plays. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
21.
Now Ryan. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Kenny Clark in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Looks like Ryan's going to stay out there. Indeed, they're going to try for this on 4th down. They'll try and throw for him with Ryan. Flush to his right. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Dan Quinn's guys unable to come through there on 4th down. And the Redskins defense going to take over on the turnover on downs. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. This drive starts out on the ground with Michelle. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
To throw on second down. Rose. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Back live, Charles Davis to my right. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Redskin football to begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Set! Blue 90! Blue 90! Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
From the gun, Rose. And that is incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Well, plenty of credit has to go to the guy carrying the ball. He broke the tackle and gained the yardage. But that doesn't necessarily mean that the defender's bad. They're not going to make 100% of the tackles all the time. Even the best in the game will miss one occasionally. The key is not to let it snowball and miss tackle after tackle. On that play, credit to the offense, but that doesn't make the defense bad.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, Ryan looking left side. That's caught by Moore. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Looking for the end zone. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Second and 10 now. Ryan. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down.
Tuesday. Gun. Wait.
Ryan will throw again. Ryan hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on fourth down. From the gun, it's Ryan. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Wow, first and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Ryan. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on second down. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. Ryan, the quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Strong coverage by Washington, and now 4th down. They converted once earlier on this opening drive, but now comes a big test. 4th and goal.
Gun.
Again, Ryan. And my goodness, this is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Redskins are able to come up with a goal line stand. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Keeping it on the ground on first, Michelle. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Clock running as the Redskins try to hurry up.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Off play action. Rose. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
They go play action here on first down. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, they were unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
On 2nd down, Ryan steps away to his left. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. And on 3rd and inches, we're going to get a whistle and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
21. Go. Hey, stop. Hey, stop. There we go.
Ryan now to throw on 3rd down. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Kenny Clark in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Detroit! Detroit! Over!
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. A deep ball for Dotson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the rookie corner, Jair Alexander. Look at the dance and the juke. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we have reached half. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Get up!
On 1st down, Ryan. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And got his man complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A big-time play there for the Falcons. 42 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Hey, Tuesday. Go! 39. 21. Get up!
Now Ryan on 2nd down. Flushed out right. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
And he's got his target. That's more. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. They just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. Ryan now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Eric Kendricks in on the tackle.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Hey, express! 21! 11!
On second down, here's Ryan. Keeps himself upright. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. Gold now out to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. So here's the Redskins offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll try to get this offense going with Michel. Good footwork at the 30. And now running right through it. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs.
Not your normal call in short yardage, but the toss works very well there. Big people out in front, being physical, and they pick up a first down.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On first down, Rose. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. A give. This is Michel. Room to run inside the 40. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Blue 90. Blue 90. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On first and 10, Rose. It's complete right side to Benjamin. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
And I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not there for him.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll turn to Michel as they go back to the ground. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Again, it's Michel. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on 3rd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Back to throw. Rose escaping the pressure right. And he's got it. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll go to Pirine, trying to pound it in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins have made this a one-score game. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. And here now come the Falcons. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Ryan now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
21. Good. 20. Wait. Go. There we go. Check three. Go.
Now it's Ryan. Able to get away. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
21. Gun. 11. Hey. Gun. 21.
Throwing now. Ryan on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Moore. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Here's Ryan to throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. David Irving, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons.
Hey, gun. Right. Wait. Hey, let's go.
Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. And fights him, and he's going to go down again. Matt Ioannidis getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal.
Hey, express. Hey, Tuesday. There we go. 22.
Now Ryan. That's to his running back, complete. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone, and that will force a turnover on downs. Well, that's the fourth time that they've tried to go for it on fourth down. They've only converted once, Charles.
And obviously not a good percentage. And if you're going to go for it on fourth down, you think that you've got the right play dialed up. You can't be stopped. Your momentum's going to keep going. But 1 for 4, that tells you that you need to look at things in a different way, and you need to tip your cap to the defense. They've done a great job.
They begin with Michel on the ground. Look at the spin.
Balance.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now, that's one they'd hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Following the penalty, Michel. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up second down.
Now, that's a decent amount of aggressiveness right there. Inside their own 10-yard line, they still run the toss, even though they know that that can be a little bit of a dangerous play, and it pays off pretty well with a nice run.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
Looking to throw on second down. Rose completes it right side to Dodson. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Operating from the gun. Rose. And it's caught by Parker. And he will have the first down here as he's up to the 15. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now a pitch out to Michel. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
On the right side, open is Gesicki. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. So 2nd in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker.
Set! 319! 319!
On the handoff, it's Michel. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
No. Check. Patriot! Patriot! Detroit! Detroit!
He's back to throw. And an alley to run. And avoids the contact by sliding. 8 yards that time. Able to take off, and the result is a first down. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
Back to throw. Powerful running. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down. throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let... And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
They'll look to throw over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking to get that one to Chris Thompson, and it's third down. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early, and then you kind of relax a little bit, to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
Detroit! Detroit!
On the toss, here's Michelle. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Gun! 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 Over! 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 Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
To throw on second down. Rose. And over the middle, this is Parker. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 23 yards on the play. First down now, but that clock rolling. From the gun, Rose. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by the rookie corner, Jair Alexander. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end.